All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Fighting that we are fighting now, the freedom fighting going on now, is not a mistake. Try to understand what I'm saying. It didn't happen to us by mistake. It is a deliberate something for us. You know why? Dim Odumegwu have fought for this freedom, for Biafrans to be free from Nigeria. But I will say he got it. Because if he didn't get it, we wouldn't be talking of it today. He got it because Biafra existed as a sovereign nation for 3 years. He got it. And this is why I believe in the restoration of Biafra, because Biafra have already existed. So the next thing now to do is to restore it. It has been there. But because of the greediness of Igbos, especially Igbo politicians, Igbo elites, this is why it's like Biafra nation is dormant. I get what I'm saying. Those who suppose to take it up from where General Ojukwu stopped, collected a bribe and eat, and raised their 2 hands up that they surrender. Remain does not surrender. They continue. Whatever happens to a man is according to the quality of that man. Look at Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody. If you are counting of quality human beings on earth, he is one of the most qualitative human beings that have ever existed on earth. That even in the face of disaster, he challenged his enemies. He challenged his opponents. Even when DSS was trying to mess up with him, he told them, shoot me, kill me, let me die. So if I die now, Biafra will be declared now. And many of you, most of you, didn't understand that language he spoke. Did you want to tell me that if DSS should have shot him 3 years ago, that day they had the misunderstanding that we will still be talking about freedom fighting or struggling for Biafra nation? I think you are wasting your time. Yes, somebody says, I wakes up every day with new reason in a higher dimension. Well, anyhow you like, you look at it. I'm a warlord. If the DSS have shot him that day, that will be the end of Nigeria. If you don't know, how many are Nigerians? And how strong are they? And what did they have? And what can they produce on their own? Let us stop deceiving ourselves. Now the real thing is about to happen. Why I'm telling you that the real thing is about to happen is that the man in charge now is not 70 years old. He's not 80 years old. He's not 100 and something years old. He's a young man, full of life. Master Simon Ekpa is a young man, full of life. He's just in the middle of his age. So what are you talking about? This is one of the youngest presidents on earth, the youngest prime ministers on earth. And these are the people that we expected. This is the age we needed. The people that their 2 ears can hear clearly and their 2 eyes can see everything, even an ant moving on the ground. These are the people we need. And nobody provided Simon Ekpa. It was God that provided him. If you cannot stop God, you cannot stop Biafra restoration. Why all this while you are seeing many things falling apart in the Southeast especially is because the people you are counting on are almost inside their grave. And some of them are already in the grave. But they will manage to get up and people will be choking them left and right, front and back. They will be moving. Anywhere he die, anywhere he fall down, they will carry him up. He's our leader. He's our governors. Look round in Southeast, in Igbo land. Show me the governor that is 40 years old. Show me a governor in Biafra land that is 40 years old, 35 years old, 30 years old, according to Constitution. Show me one. These are people that their time has reached to die. They will come out to contest for election. They want to be a governor. They're there, the ruling the living. They're there, the leading the living. You don't know that human being expires. If human being does not expire, then nobody will die because you are now immortal. You become immortality. So since human being expires, so also the brain, the activation of memory also grow old and die. When it dies, it's like you are suffering from dementia because your brain is no longer active to comprehend what the living are doing. And what I'm saying this moment is that this is the time, as we have the commander-in-chief of Biafran forces, Master Simon Ekpa, there is sufficient confidence that he knows what he's doing, that he knows what to do. Ijiji si na ya ma ihe ya ji efuso onye afọ ukwu. Na ọ bụrụ na ọnyụ ha anyụ na ọ ga-agbọ agbọ. I get what I'm saying. Since my life, I have never joined the useless people or useless group because I am always myself. I know where I'm coming from. I know who I am, and I know the son of who I am. I joined Simon Ekpa when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. And I discovered that Simon Ekpa has what it takes to move forward. Get me right. He has the liver. He has the mind. He has the heart to break through, to bulldoze the gates of his enemies. And this is why I started wheeling out what I have, bringing out what I have. He is not fighting for himself. After all, Biafra freedom fighting is not a family issue or a personal issue, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family, they took Biafra freedom fighting as a family issue. And this is why the wife can come on the social media and make noise just to mesmerize her husband. Since she had been talking and making noise, I don't want to say a word because it's somebody's wife. And precisely, she is the wife of the leader, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. So, if I must respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I will also respect the wife. But the way the wife and the brothers are going about the Biafra issue, this is one of the things that have immensely contributed for the elongation of the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody. But all the lawyers who were there from the beginning are not telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the truth. They always lie to him. Frame something, make it sweet and snappy. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will think that there's anything reasonable going on his behalf, not knowing that he is dealing with a set of criminals, which at the end of the day, you see, they emerge together at the back and show themselves. They are still kicking that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not come out from DSS custody. But this time, like I told you, if they don't move, we move them. It is the time. This is the language of a policeman or police force. If you don't move, I move you. A man is known by the several battles he fought and won. That is what makes you a man. How successful are you? And how many soldiers you are able to bring up as a military officer. That's what makes you successful. You see, when they are looking for somebody to hand over the government of Nigeria after Abacha's death, Jeremiah Oseni was the person who was supposed to be handed over the president of Nigeria. But they did it the way they are doing their things. The next person who didn't qualify was Abu Salam Abubakar. Obasanjo